Alright guys, in this one we are going to do a full fish room tour, but we're going to do something a little bit different for Christmas. We're going to count down my 7 tanks, 7 to number 1, in order of my worst to my best. If I had to rank my tanks 1 to 7, this is how it would be, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, we're just going to do this in a normal fashion. So what I mean by that is we're just going to walk through just a bit of fun for Christmas. So, what is my least favourite tank that I have in my fish room? Like I said, this was not easy to do, and obviously this changes from one week to the next. Right now, number 7 on the list is this tank here. And you know I've said it so many times. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So this tank, even before these fish were in it, for a long time, I have not liked this tank, to be honest with you. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm getting rid of it. The tank itself is full of scratches. The light doesn't work. The lids are broke. The gap there above the lids, I can't open them. So I've decided I'm going to get rid of this tank. It's going. I'll probably give it away. But regarding the fish, I'm not going to be able to keep the fish, obviously. I might be able to put a couple in other tanks. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead, if I'm honest with you. But as it goes with a stock point of view, it's the same. We've got the 2 true parrots. We've got that aquadens, a group of Brasiliensis. We've still got the pleco and the catfish. Get them 2 scrapping there. It's great when you capture this stuff on camera. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not great when it's happening, but it just shows you sometimes that, you know, this is what happens with cichlids, isn't it? But anyway, guys, that one is my least favourite tank, so it's number 7 on the list. I am at some point over Christmas going to try and do what I've said and get rid of it. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do with this space, guys, under here. I don't know if to put, I don't know. We'll come to that when that happens. Let's go and check out what my next least favourite tank is. This one is number 6, the Endler tank. Now, I've realised I keep saying my least favourite tank. It's a bit negative language. I love them all, honestly, I do. But this is number 6 on the list, and this is the Endlers. Now, this is number 6 just basically because I love the other 5 better. And these were good fun. These were something that were given to me for free. They're a really good fun fish. There is hundreds of babies in this tank. And what I can do with these fish is I can give them to other people. I've got a few people who want them. Some shops that want them because they are more of a wild type Endler. They are a pure strain. If you notice, guys, I have sorted the plants out. I have been cutting dead leaves off. And that crypt at the back, which was upside down, it's all growing the wrong way. So I have replanted it. So hopefully we'll get something better from that, because that crypt at the back is a very nice plant. But yeah, this is number 6 on my list. Number 5, we are back in the main part of the house, is this tank. This is a community tank that I absolutely love, and I say it all the time that this is one of my favourite tanks, but doing this list, I've realised this is actually number 5, and that might shock some people. Now, the stocking in this is fantastic. We've got the Laticara araguaia, the angels, we've got the small bristlenose plecos there. So I bred these myself, and there's loads of these in this tank. We've also got our albino hoplo catfish, and we've got a little checkerboard cichlid that's over there, look. Stunning little fish as well. And I do love this tank, honestly, guys. It is amazing. This actually probably is the tank that gets the most love on the channel as well. But on my list, it's number 5. Still wanting to move these angels on. I've not really tried to get rid of them. I mean, that male is stunning as well, isn't he? And yeah, I love it. I love this tank. I sit in front of this tank when I work. But yeah, it's number 5 on the list. So let's go and check out the top 4. This is number 4, and this might shock a lot of people because the Waru is my favourite fish. That doesn't make sense, does it? How can the Waru be my favourite fish, but their tank be my 4th favourite? I don't know. You make it make sense, because that's how it's come out in my mind. So, this tank is the cleanest you've probably ever seen it as well, even though it's still pretty dirty. And the stocking in this tank is my pair of Waru, my pair of Girapari, my group of Thomasii cichlids, and my male convict. Now, what I need to do in this tank is add some sand, because that looks awful, doesn't it? we're going to get some sand over the Christmas period to make this tank look a bit better. And the Waru are doing great. Serious note, that stuff on the side of his face, anyone got any tips? So I have used salt. It does go, it does come back. So any tips to keep it at bay would be more than welcome. I have had it before on Waru, and look at that one there. You can see it better there. And this is a female, by the way. This female has had it come and go for probably the best part of nearly a year, to be honest with you. But yeah, this tank is number 4 on the list. This pair of Durapari are absolutely outstanding as well. And there's still nothing going on. Look, there's loads of aggression in the video today. Loads of aggression going on. And look how dark they are. Maybe there's something going on. I was just going to say, we have not had no breeding action from this group. Nothing whatsoever. But yeah, they're looking, you know, they're looking absolutely beautiful. That's the best I've seen them looking. That is fantastic. But yeah, this tank is number 4. Let's go and check out what number 3 is. Number 3 is my Honduran Red Point tank. Now, we obviously had the Waru in here, but we've moved them on. And I'm loving the fact that I have got 3 breeding pairs of Honduran Red Points in a 5-foot tank. So there's plenty of room. All 3 pairs just breed constantly. So they're breeding in that cave. They have that cave. And they have that cave. Now, I was talking in one of my videos about a month ago that I didn't want wood in my tanks. But when I moved the Waru out of this tank, honestly, the dynamic of the tank changed, and the 3 groups of Honduran Red Point started to just fight like crazy. So I thought I need to put something in there, and my thought process was get this big piece of wood in and you kind of like splitting the tank in half. Not sure whether that's the right thought process, but that's what my thought process was. But it seems to have worked. It's either that or it's just coincidence. They seem to have settled down. Maybe the Waru were keeping a bit of control in this tank, but aren't the colour on these absolutely fantastic? The males have grown so much. The growth rate in the males has been fantastic, honestly. That male there, look at that pair there. They're definitely on something in that cave. At the moment, we get to fry. All 3 pairs get to fry, and then they don't last 5 minutes, if I'm honest with you, because the other pairs just move in and take them. Probably before as well, the Waru were doing that too. But yeah, this tank is number 3 on the list, and what I'm hoping soon is to maybe add. Look at that male there, it's stunning. Is maybe add the Cribroherus longimanus in here. Who knows? We'll see. That's a bit down the line yet. But anyway, guys, let's go and check out the top 2. Have you guessed what my number 1 is? Let's go and check number 2 out. Well, the decision is between this tank and this tank. Number 2 on my list is this tank, the Geophagus steindachnerei tank. This has, honestly, guys, you wouldn't have thought this was number 2, but for me, I absolutely love this group of steindachnerei. They are such amazing fish to sit in front and watch, and that male there with that big red nuchal hump is unbelievable. Do love this tank. I do love these fish. The only reason this is number 2 because it's the fish in one of the species in the other tank I just love. So when I say I sit here in front of this tank, I do, but probably more in front of number 1. So that's what made me decide. But this is fantastic, honestly. And it's such a lively tank because we've got this group of steindachnerei. We've got the 2 ultifrons. Oh, look, I have just noticed a dead Corydoras. Now, that's the second one in a week of these that are found dead. So I need to keep an eye on that. There is no signs of any illness in the tank, but you know, if you find 1 dead fish, that's not too bad. But when you find 2, yeah, I need to get that out, guys. I will get that out after I've done this video. And then this is my group of Cribroherus longimanus, which is what I was talking about. These have grown so quickly. I'm really excited to see what comes of these. I got these from Dan Vaughan, obviously, and these were a gift, which I was very, very appreciative of. So we'll see what comes of them. And hopefully I can put them with the Honduran Red Points. I don't know how that'll pan out, but we'll soon find out. There is a group of Sturbi Corydoras, and then we have got our trio of Calico Bristlenose Plecos. There's the male. There's one of the females and a female at the back there behind the wood. So yeah, this tank is number 2 on the list. And We are thinking of getting some angels, aren't we? Some wild type angels over the Christmas period as well. So did you guess what number 1 was? Let me know in the comments, did you guess that this tank was going to be number 1? And at what point did you guess it? The Heckeleye stroke Geophagus pyrocephalus tank. Yeah, this tank I love because I just love these albino Heckeleye. Now, the Waru is my all-time favourite fish if I did an all-time sort of like list. But if I do a list of the here and now, this is my favourite fish, if that makes sense. And if you're a fish keeper, it should make sense. Look at this normal type Heckeleye. Look at the blue in the tail and those trails. So, you know, we're going on about the pyrocephalus and the albinos, but look at that. That is phenomenal as well. And then we've got a beautiful pair of Apistogramma knightseni. They are stunning as well. And I'm so happy that I changed the tank up. I like the minimalistic look. The only problem is this Anubias, because it's in with Geophagus, it ends up with loads of sand on it. And I say this every time I do a fish room tour. The albino Heckeleye just complement alongside the Geophagus pyrocephalus redhead tapajos. They just do. It's absolutely stunning. So I think this is worthy of the number 1 spot, in my opinion. Let me know what yours is. And honestly, guys, just before we go, I want to just say something else and show you something else. Look at that. Ain't that phenomenal, eh? Okay, so we're going to talk about the plants. So if you don't like plants, you can leave now. I said in the other video that I'm going to do this last. Right, okay, what I want to say is I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who is showing me support with my plants, because there is so many people who watch my social media accounts that absolutely love plants. Now, I am up to about 80 house plants now. We have got these in the fish room, we've got some in the house, and we are now setting up a part of the summer house as well. And we have got some unbelievable types of plants. That there is an anthurium, and that is my favourite. We've got a couple more anthuriums. That's an hybrid, and that's a silver blush. That one's called a Daiakai. We have got big Tycon, we have got small Tycons, we have got so many different types. But I want to say a massive thank you because people have embraced it. What I would say though, guys, is there's nobody who has said to me, stop showing plants, right? Now, I've spoke to other fish keepers that have got social media channels where they've posted plants and people have said to them, I thought this was a fish channel. No one said that to me, right? People have embraced it. So what I'm saying to you is, would you like to see more of the plants? I can do them at the end of the videos, or do you think I set up another channel? Now, cheap plug time. I have actually got a TikTok account called Big Plant Lad. How original is that? Big Plant Lad, which is doing all right. I'm doing all right on it, to be honest with you. And, you know, do I do that? Do I turn that into a YouTube channel as well? I would rather not have more channels. I would rather feature it on here. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you and just ask your opinion more than anything. I can do it at the end of the video, so when the fish people who don't like plants can leave the video maybe. Just, yeah, give me some ideas, guys. And also, cheap plug, if you're on that other platform, get over there and check Big Plant Lad out. He's not bad, you know. It's quite a good channel, if I say so myself. Anyway, guys, we are going to wrap this video up now. All right, guys, yeah. So that was just a bit of fun for Christmas. 7 down to 1. Like I said before, I do love all of my tanks, but if I had to pick in order right now, that is what I would pick. Let me know, like I said, what's your favourite tank that I've got? What's your least favourite tank I've got? And give me some comments on the plants. Anyway, guys, I hope you have an amazing Christmas. I hope you stay safe and I hope you get anything you have ever wanted for your presents of Father Christmas. And remember, there is people that's probably not as lucky who will have Christmas like a lot of us will. And if you can do something for them, me and Joe always do something every year. We donate and we take food to the local homeless place and stuff like that. Try and give something back where you can, but enjoy your Christmas. And if you're not celebrating Christmas, enjoy the holiday or whatever it is you do. And if you're working, then bad luck, I'm afraid. Sorry, but I'm off for 2 weeks. Anyway, hopefully I'll get a video in before the end of the year. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you all on the next one.